What's up?
Hey,
Okay, I'm just getting set up.
you're getting set up.
Yeah, I'm getting
I'm
set
getting
up.
fed up. No, I can't. You're actually pretty quiet.
Am I? La, 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 la.
I can turn you up, but I don't know if you're quiet on your side.
I am not quiet on my side.
Okay, I'm gonna turn up your volume.
So, yeah, what's up? Thanks for calling.
hmm
Yeah, I don't know how much I was just thinking about. So I'm getting into the habit of always talking about whatever the most pressing thing on my mind is, or else I'll become like stupid, or it just makes me feel smarter when I do that. And I don't know, something about the whole call in. I don't know. It's like other people call in and they'll often be pretty insecure calling in, and then it kind of you have to have some. I don't know if do I want to get better at being okay with it, or like putting up with that, or is that just bad for me?
You mean people calling into your hotline?
No, into your hotline or into a Twitter space or whatever. Into an arena where someone else has all the power and you're sitting there waiting, listening to other people talk, getting kicked off, willy-nilly, you know, it's, do I want to get better at being able to stomach that, or maybe I don't, I don't know if I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
It's a low status position.
It's not just that it's low status, is it just that I'm a control freak? Is that what it is?
I don't know. If you don't want to clean toilets at McDonald's, are you a control freak?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll absolutely have that. I'll have that thought about myself for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I think it depends on the context. I don't know. I don't know the answer.
Anyway, yeah. So, how do you feel? How do you feel about me calling in?
How do I feel?
Yeah. I told you how I feel about calling in.
I feel like I have to be very vigilant and attentive to you when you call in.
Yeah, that makes sense considering my calls.
Yes.
Yeah.
And your videos and your poems and our conversations and DMs and everything.
Yeah, well, see, like it's almost it's the reverse. I'm doing to you what you did to Lav, because I think that you're my dad and you don't. And so haha, you got to taste your own medicine.
You got me.
Damn. But I'm pretty
I like my medicine. You got to learn to like the taste of your own medicine. You want to make it in this world.
That's true. So I'm leaving my parents' house and I made a video. And I was kind of listening, and the last guy, I think he should watch my video. I don't know when I'm going to release this video. I don't know when I'm going to publish it. I don't know if it's going to be sooner or later.
I've seen it.
I know. Well, you haven't seen the final cut, but you've seen it.
Okay, but I just want to disclose for anyone watching that my reaction is the way it is because I've seen the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I think he should watch it. And but yeah, I'm announcing that I have a fully finished video that I'm going to be publishing at some point. And I'm telling you that now.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about? So I don't really want to talk about that too much, but how do you feel about this whole thing that I've been doing that I haven't let up on, and I have not gotten much pushback on, by the way, which is kind of upsetting. But I am defining. I'm saying that I'm Jewish now. I'm Jewish. I've joked about this like for like many years, but like I'm just doing it now. I'm just people. I've always got asked if I was Jewish, and now like I've been very thinking about it a lot and realizing that there are like Jews all around me that think that I'm Jewish and talk to me as if I'm Jewish. And
what's it like? What's it like to be Jewish?
What's it like to be Jewish? It's actually I feel like I've taken on a massive responsibility, and it's a little bit scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw Big Tech, who I'm like friendly with.
Oh.
But I saw him like tweeting that like Jews should be scared.
Did it make you feel scared?
Yes, actually, I feel like I've
because the only like if you say you're Jewish and you're not, the only people who won't like that are Jews, but they won't really care. But if you try to switch back, because once you say you're Jewish,
no, can't.
and it's screenshot, you can't. Yeah, you can't.
I can't switch
can't
back.
Go back.
Yeah.
Not in the eyes of someone of a like paranoid white supremacist. No.
Right. Yeah. I have some like rich Jewish kid coworkers at my workplace.
Yeah.
And they'll like come to me and they're like 20 years old. They're going to like school for computer science or psychology, and they'll come to me and they'll have their little powwow, and they'll come over like all bashful, and they'll tell me all about what's going on in their life, and I realized that has to do with people thinking I'm Jewish to some extent too. I had a Jewish man. I asked him. He got a whole bunch of flowers that were like really expensive. He got like $400 worth of flowers, and when he paid for it, I saw that it was like a business account. So I was like, "Oh, these aren't for you." And then he like looked at me, and he like moved down his glasses and like looked me in the eye and got really close, and he's like, "I'm a real estate investor." and but it was like, and he like gave me like eyebrows, and so I thought that was pretty weird. Yeah, and like yeah.
You'll get used to it.
Well, I mean, but it's been happening probably for my whole life, but I didn't realize it because I'm Greek.
Yeah.
Yeah. Greek culture is kind of like Jewish culture, except Greeks are just kind of letting it die.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely similar. I've seen my big fat Greek wedding. A lot of overlap.
There's some Greeks that really want to they want to go back to the old days, and they're like sacrificing goats and shit because they want to bring back like the old religion and shit. But
yeah, I've known Jews who sacrifice chickens.
Yeah. But most of us kind of think those people are crazy.
Yes. So you're gonna convert or what? Make a video about converting to Judaism.
I'm converting by ethnicity, but like I'm not converting to Judaism.
I know, but the Jews, they're the same thing.
What does that even mean?
If you convert, you are Jewish. And if a woman converts and then has a child, that child is Jewish. They're not separate.
When you say convert, what do you mean?
Convert to Judaism.
Like the religion?
They don't think that they're separate. They just think the Jews are a people and you can join them if you really want to. Or you can marry a Jew. Then it's even easier to convert.
But when you say convert to Judaism,
yes,
what does that look like? Because I feel like I've already done that.
Know.
I've already done that.
No. Jews, there's a process you have to go through. It's not like Christianity where you can just like be or Muslim Islam. You can't just like join. You have to like you need the permission of some Jews to join. I don't know how. I'm not Jewish. I'm not in the club. If you ask a Jew if I'm Jewish, they'll just say no. They won't be like he's half Jewish. They'll just be like he is not Jewish. Is his mother Jewish? No, then he's not Jewish. They're very strict about inclusion in their little club. But you can join it. I just know it takes a little effort.
Well, I don't want them to include me on their terms though.
I mean, yeah, you can trick them into thinking you're a Jew, but eventually they will sniff you out. Eventually they'll say, "So your mother. That's an interesting last name. What's your mother's name?"
I'll just literally say that I just decided I was Jewish one day and then deal with it.
They won't like that.
I know they won't, but I don't want them to like it.
Okay. Well then, perfect.
You know, Sam Vaknin.
They get mad at me for saying I'm Jewish. Do I know who?
Sam Vaknin.
Yeah.
I went through a period where I listened to him talk a lot, and I remember him saying that like there's like an itinerary or like a list, like an official like documentation like of the Jewish people, and they like update it when new people are born. And he said that he was taken off the list for something.
He was. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I was expecting you to give me sort of more pushback.
About what?
I don't know. But I've expected people to give me pushback. Like nobody's giving me pushback about this.
I'm not Jewish. To a Jew, I am just as Jewish as you are, literally.
Right.
So I know.
No, that's not that. Like but I'm not talking about like politically.
Kind of not true, though.
I'm not talking about politically. Exactly. I know. I'm not talking politically. I'm talking like emotionally. Like I'm doing Jew face.
That's okay with me.
I know.
I don't have any feelings about you pretending to be Jewish. If you put on like a big hook nose prosthetic and then you were like, ooh, yeah, then I would get mad at you. But
yeah.
if you
I did do a Jew voice one time, like in a stream like recently. I didn't even realize it, but afterwards I realized that it sounded like a Jew voice. And it's because someone was asking me if I know who Jehovah was, and then I was like, I don't know who Jehovah is. And I was like, oh, isn't Jehovah because of Jehovah's Witnesses, but isn't that like Christian? And then I was like, if you put Jehovah in a lineup, and I was like, I don't know who Jehovah is. And and then I realized listening back, I was like, it kind of sounds like I was doing a voice, which is kind of worked out, but I didn't even do it on purpose. I'm just actually become so Jewish that I talk like a Jew.
That's okay. Well, yeah, that's not going to offend me.
Yeah.
Shaylin, can you turn the volume of your phone down a little bit? I can hear it. Shaylin's listening to the stream on her phone speakers.
Does she still listen to all your streams?
I don't think so, but maybe.
I stopped listening to your streams.
I know. Somebody told me you said that.
Who?
I don't know. People. We have some of audience overlap. I don't know if you're aware of this.
It's not as much as you might think.
Yeah.
I was going to stream tonight because now that I've finished this video and now that I'm working on moving. I'm realizing I should just stream again more. And the video was really hard for me to make, even though it's not that elaborate. And it's for some of the same reasons that you were just saying. Because I was listening to your stream just now. So I kind of lied. But because I was calling in. But
you don't identify as someone who listens to my stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is it's hard to be honest about yourself without talking about other people, and it can be really painful.
Yeah, you don't want to hurt your family.
Yeah, and I felt like making like a whole second half of that video just to talk about how much I love my family, but that would undermine the video.
You know what I think about when I think about this?
What?
There's a scene in Red Dragon where Hannibal Lecter tricks somebody, I think a librarian or something, into giving him Will Graham's, the FBI agent's home address. And he's like incarcerated, but he sends the serial killer a secret message. It's Graham home, Marathon, Florida, kill them all. And I just always repeat that in my head when I'm tempted to spare people. Just kill them all.
I thought that was going to be inspiring, but it's really not. Well, it's like, it's inspiring in a way, like, if I, you know, it's like you just shared with me, like, your favorite song. And I don't want to have to work to get in. No, here's the thing. I empathize with you too much. And so it's like a flood. And so when you say that, yeah, I don't know.
There's very few things that I feel comfortable just like telling people very forcefully. And take care of yourself. And when you have to choose between yourself and your parents, choose yourself is one of those things.
Yeah, but that's
I'll pretty much always stand by.
What about a will?
A will?
Last will and testament.
Fuck the will.
You know,
you don't need it.
You know,
you want to get abused for money? There's other ways.
Well, I mean, that might be what happens, because I might have to start leaning on my stream. I might have to start. Here's the thing, like there's gonna be, like, cause I get my healthcare through the state, and there's gonna be a moment where if I have an increase in income, and I have to have an increase in income, it's a necessity. There's a moment where there is now like I can be in a sweet spot where I can be kind of comfortable, but in like kind of shitty. And then there's a big sweet spot where I'll be way worse off making more money. And until I get like, there's like, you know, quite a big berth that I have to cross before then
you're trying to convince yourself that making more money will make you poor.
Yeah. My dad's told me that many times. He just always tells me not to don't get a car. It'll cost you money. It's a big money sink.
Graham home, Marathon, Florida, kill them all.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying this because I didn't put it in my video. I'm killing it. I'm saying it now. But, yeah.
There's been times where I've made very little money and where I've made a lot of money, and I've always had more money when I made more money. That's just my personal experience, but I think making more money makes you less poor.
That's true. I have a really, really good credit score right now.
That's good. That's important.
Yeah, I guess so. So I was going to. The reason I called in is I was going to stream tonight, and I ended up like when I'm going to stream throughout my day. Like I had work today, and I took notes all day about what I could stream about, and I just kind of I ended up getting back from work and then just like laid in my bed and started writhing, and that took. And I needed to do that for a while, and it took a little bit longer than usual. So I was like, I might not stream tonight, but then
you can never predict.
Yeah, and so it took a little bit longer than usual, and then I saw a notification pop up, Mr. Girl, hotline or whatever, and I was like, oh, that'd make it easier. But I still have all my notes. You want to hear some of my notes?
Sure.
All right. These are like bits that I can flesh out, and some of them are really simple. Going to work is easier. Going to work early is easier because time goes by faster the less awake you are, and you're happier in the morning, so you can put up with it. And then you can do stuff after work. I mean, I could tell that like as if it's a story, and then I said my phone vibrator is fucked up, and it sounds like it has laryngitis, but I'm not gonna tell you why it's fucked up. And then I could play it, and it's like it sounds fucked up. Like every time I go on a date and a woman hears it, like she freaks out. Like, why does your phone sound like that? People with British and South African accents in real life, not online, but in real life, they act all grandiose because everybody that listens to them talk like looks at them like, oh my God, you're like from Harry Potter. And so they come and they talk to me, and I'm like, and they act like, oh, you're supposed to smile and like and look at me with like shiny eyes, and I'm like, oh, I hate you. Don't talk to me like that. Just stop. Just talk to me normal. So I just end up hating them. Kidology had a video about how she like strung along some guy and then like fucked him, and it was really upsetting. Talking about Reddit responses to my dumb poems. What is spam and what is attention seeking? And that could be a really good one. And I could talk about my date tomorrow. I got a date tomorrow, I think, still.
What do you mean you think?
Wait,
you mean you think still? Like she's not being responsive to
yeah,
your texts?
Yeah, it's a first date, and
so you made a date, and then you like tried to check something or said something else, and then she just didn't respond.
I talked to her for about 2 hours yesterday. I messaged her once today. She might have been at work, but she didn't respond to it. But I don't know. I feel like it's 50-50.
Fuck.
I'm not
Kidology.
The Kidology, that video is fucking insane.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with that. Like, I like Kidology, but that video I'm not okay with. And then here's a bit. I could say, have a good one, like repeatedly. Because I'm very, very good at saying have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one. And I could just keep saying it.
You are good at it.
Yeah, have a good one. Have a good one. Do you know what Dark Souls is called in Japan?
No.
Darku Sosu.
It's a good name.
Yeah. That's it. That's all my notes.
Okay, well, I think I should go to the next caller unless you have any final...
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one.